Luxworthy Foundation, get Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation, $17.49 from Chemist Warehouse. This long-wear foundation feels light as air and is sweat-proof, waterproof and transfer-resistant. Live, look, feel fabulous at Chemist Warehouse.
Easter weekend, ground-pounding V8 Dirt Modifieds race to honour larger than life Bruce Maxwell.
And monster trucks. Castrol Lismore Speedway, where the excitement never stops.
Go Harvey Norman for Easter super deals on bedding. Get 10% off already low prices on selected big brand mattresses, bedroom furniture and kids furniture. Plus bonus standard local delivery on selected purchases. Best prices guaranteed. Easter super deals now on at Harvey Norman.
Go!
More than 70 people have been killed in a US airstrike on an oil port held by Yemen's Houthi rebels, according to local authorities. It marks an escalation in America's new military campaign, which launched last month in retaliation to the rebel group's attacks on shipping in the Red Sea. The operator behind a cable car crash south of Naples in Italy says it passed a safety inspection only 2 weeks ago. 4 people were killed and another seriously injured when a cable snapped, causing the cabin they were in to fall. Italy's Prime Minister has expressed her condolences for the victims and their families. A father from the US state of Maryland has become a flashpoint in America's immigration debate. Kilmar Abrego Garcia was mistakenly deported to El Salvador by the Trump administration. It's now being accused of lying and defying a court order to bring the 29-year-old home.
In jeans and a baseball cap, Kilmar Abrego Garcia allowed to meet with a US senator after weeks inside a notorious El Salvadorian prison. The 29-year-old construction worker from Maryland was deported by the Trump administration alongside hundreds of illegal immigrants, but it was a mistake, and he's had no contact with his lawyer or his wife since.
He missed her and his family, and as he said that, you could see a tear go down his cheek.
Garcia's case has fueled a furious debate. A US court ordered the Trump administration to facilitate his return, but White House officials are now insisting the man, who has no criminal record, is a member of El Salvadorian criminal gang MS-13.
They call him the Maryland man. He's a Maryland father. No, this is a violent person.
The president posting this photo to social media. He's got MS-13 tattooed onto his knuckles. I was elected to take bad people out of the United States. I must be allowed to do my job.
The reality is that Kilmar is a union member. He's not a gang member.
The White House and the president have been lying about this case.
If we were to forcibly retrieve him, the irony would be is that because he's here illegally and has a deportation order, he would simply be deported the second time back to El Salvador.
And there, the country's president, fresh off a meeting with Donald Trump, had a post of his own, claiming the Maryland man was now sipping margaritas in the tropical paradise of El Salvador. Drinks, the senator says, were placed in front of the pair as an act of deception.
Nobody drank any margaritas, but this is a lesson into the lengths that President Bukele will do to deceive people.
Tonight, concerns are mounting that others may be deported without their day in court.
This case is not just about one man. It's about protecting the constitutional rights of everybody who resides in the United States of America.
In the United States, Lauren Tomasi, NBN News.
Around 10,000 pages of records relating to the 1968 assassination of Senator Robert F. Kennedy have been made public. The documents include notes from the gunman who wrote the presidential candidate must be disposed of. It's part of an order by US President Donald Trump to disclose historical investigation documents. This is a knock at the door you wouldn't want to answer. A pair of alligators trying to find their way into a home in Florida. A doorbell camera captured the clumsy visitors in action in a state known for its swamps and reptiles. It's one of Australia's fastest growing businesses, and according to the bosses, it's all fun and games. Moose Toys is raking in billions of dollars through new partnerships with Bluey, Despicable Me and YouTube megastar Mr. Beast.
Paul Solomon and Manny Stool can't help it. A couple of big kids, they just love toys. In the middle of our interview, Paul picks up a fart gun and starts shooting smelly clouds at our camera.
See that? Oh, that was a good one. See that?
Giggling follows, along with the news they've just sold their millionth fart gun in the last 6 months.
That's last night's dinner.
They're the father and stepson responsible for Moose Toys, one of Australia's fastest growing international businesses. Right here, Paul and Manny oversee it all as CEO and chairman, respectively.
What we've always prided ourselves on is doing things differently, finding white space and disrupting the industry.
Just lately, that's meant major partnerships to make the Bluey range of toys, Despicable Me toys, even toys for YouTube juggernaut Mr. Beast. Along with their own branded products, all the brainstorming, designs and testing done right here. Sometimes in the aeroplane they put upstairs, and they say keeping the family business fun, despite the growth, is deliberate.
That's something that we work very, very hard at to try and maintain that same feel.
Manny bought the business 25 years ago when it had just 8 workers. Now there are 750 employees around the world, almost all with toys piled high on their desks. Marissa is testing a new butter slime product. It might look easy, but this actually takes years of study. You're an engineer, right?
I am an engineer, yeah.
Downstairs, JF is turning ideas into prototypes using 3D printers.
This is actually the biggest selling action figure in the world right now, the Mutators.
And during school holidays, kids are welcome to give some feedback too.
It's a little puppy, which has a little broken leg, and it's red on the cheeks, and it's very cute.
Away from the fun, the business is being thrown new challenges thanks to the growing trade war.
Objectively, we're doing what needs to be done. It is what it is. You can't do anything else other than roll your sleeves up and address the situation, and we've got a great team that's doing it.
The only real difference is that here, those challenges are being tackled from inside a treehouse. It is fun and games, but it's also serious business. 10 years ago, Moose was a $100 million company. 5 years ago, $700 million. Now, $1.3 billion in sales annually, and still growing fast. But the bosses say that's not the important part.
Being driven by money alone is a very, very poor way to live. And I'm going beyond a roof over their head and feeding the family, etc. You spend so much time working. It should be a really happy environment.
Chris Kohler, NBN News.
Sport now with Montana, Claire and Tan. Another coach has questioned the NRL draw.
Good evening, Lauren. The Sharks are dealing with a tough travel schedule. Up next, we hear from Cronulla coach Craig Fitzgibbon. Plus, the latest on enforcer Arden Fanua-Blake. Will he be fit to face the Knights tomorrow? Also ahead, wild scenes on the streets of Belmore as one of the Bulldogs stars enters the Origin conversation. And another loss on the road has many wondering what's wrong with the Waratahs.
Kingscliff Nursery. Over 5 acres of trees, native shrubs and exotic plants. Huge range of fruit trees, indoor and outdoor plants, pots, planters and much more. Buy direct, save heaps. Remember to say hi to Sally at Kingscliff Nursery, Coogin Road, Coogin.
At Spotlight, save a massive 20 to 50% off store-wide, including Manchester home decor, fabric, sewing, craft yarn, party, curtains and blinds. Yes, that's 20 to 50% off store-wide. So create it, decorate it and celebrate it for less. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it.
At Terry White Chemmart, we're making it easier for you to look after your health. Download our MyTWC app to order scripts, get reminders and earn rewards for you and your family. Terry White Chemmart, dedicated to care.
Wouldn't it be nice if things were a little more useful? At Origin, we're making it happen. From helping you go solar to customer service and everything in between. That's all kinds of useful.
Autobarn's Great Easter Sale is here. Get a huge 20% off store-wide, plus 25% off Rhino Rack. Online Good Friday, hop in store from Saturday, sale ends Easter Sunday. 3 days only. Autobarn. Gear on prices.
Now is the time to book the ultimate Antarctica expedition voyage on board Scenic Eclipse. Scenic, in a class of its own. Book now for 2025 and receive a bonus helicopter experience.
I'm not the one with secrets here.
I can't go on living like this. I think Jasper knew, suddenly. He was just about to tell me, right before he was killed.
The government lowest prices this Easter.
Jumper outdoor heater, $179. Lifetime trestle table, $69. Where you find a competitor's lower price on the same stocked item, we'll beat it by 10%.
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
The Casino Food Co-op Casino Beef Week Festival is here from May 24th to June 1st. Celebrate Australia's beef industry in this 9-day festival with cattle displays, incredible food and loads of family-friendly fun. For tickets and info, visit casinobeefweek.com.au.
Dectomax V is a brand new cattle drench containing not one, but 2 actives, with an average efficacy of 99.8%. Cattle worms, even resistant ones, don't stand a chance. Ideal for weaners and growing cattle, this easy-to-use injectable drench is twice as tough on worms, and it also controls sucking lice. New Dectomax V, premium performance for leading cattle producers.
Some welcome news for the Sharks ahead of their clash with the Knights tomorrow. Adam Fanua-Blake is set to overcome a groin injury. Cronulla are dealing with the ongoing effects of their taxing travel schedule, spending 6 weeks away from home.
The coach can't stop praising him.
I think he's been great, I think he's been a real leader presence for us.
And some teammates want to be him.
I really like what he's brought to our defensive mindset. He's turning up in plays where he shouldn't be there, and he's putting himself in the picture more often than not. I was trying to be like Adam out there. It's just very hard though.
The Adam Fanua-Blake effect is real at Cronulla, and the Sharks are hoping the powerful prop can lift them to new heights.
He's been a wonderful asset for us, and we still think he's got more too, so we're excited for that. We don't feel like we're playing as strongly as we can just yet either. We've been improving little parts of our game. What I can't fault it from the team throughout the whole course of the season has been our attitude and effort.
Fitzgibbon throwing support behind rival coach Anthony Seibold and his concerns about player welfare.
I just want to focus on this week, but he made some valid points, I'll say that.
While he won't publicly criticise his side's draw, the club is frustrated at its taxing travel schedule. Between trips to Las Vegas, Townsville, Canberra and Perth, the Sharks will travel more than 40,000 kilometres before round 10.
Whatever's happened in the travel in the past, that's done now. No one to offer any reasons as to not to get us into the best possible mindset to get up there and play well.
Forever the optimist, Fitzgibbon is choosing to see the positives in the extra time they'll spend together.
There's opportunities in all of it. The opportunity we get to spend more time together. We've still got a few more trips coming yet, so we'll use the strength to connection.
Nicole Dunn, NBN News.
Bulldogs fans headed back to Belmore to celebrate the club's historic Good Friday win over the Bunnies. Supporters stopped traffic and jumped on the back of a tow truck to soak up Canterbury's 32-0 shutout of South Sydney. There was more joy for the blue and white today. Billy Armay Kikau escaped suspension for his high shot on Campbell Graham. Reid Marnie could be the biggest beneficiary of the Bulldogs' undefeated start to the season. Cameron Munster says the Dogs' number 9 is ready to make his Origin debut, with Harry Grant in doubt for the series opener. The Hookers club coach Craig Bellamy slamming his Storm following their embarrassing defeat to the Dolphins.
Storm Stars arriving in Melbourne, where they'll spend their Easter searching for answers, not chocolate eggs.
It'll be a tough old weekend and tough day, review day.
Coach Craig Bellamy conceding Melbourne's defence is a big concern after a 42-22 loss to the Dolphins.
Yeah, really disappointed actually. I can't remember coaching a Storm team that's been up 16-2 and then gets 40 in a row put on us, like that's bit embarrassing, really.
Maroons hooker Harry Grant is facing up to 6 weeks on the sideline with a hamstring injury. With game 1 40 days away, Queensland coach Billy Slater could appoint Canterbury's Reid Marnie his new number 9.
If he picks Reid, he picks Reid. He's been having a real good game for the Dogs, so I'm sure he's in line to get his opportunity, but still got Ben Hunt there.
Maroons hopeful Jack Howarth has a history of shoulder injuries. His latest could cost the centre any shot at Origin selection.
If he has an operation, it'll be for season, I think.
Isaiah Katoa has been earmarked a future Blues star by immortal Andrew Johns. The 21-year-old upstaging Nathan Cleary and Jerome Hughes in consecutive weeks.
I've gone into this game knowing that, those are guys that I looked up to and guys that I saw idolise, and there's nothing better than trying to, take that challenge on board and try and beat them, and I've been fortunate enough to do that.
Zach Bailey, NBN News.
The Waratahs' woeful record away from home has hit a new low. They've gone down to the last place Drua, 28-14 in Fiji. A last-minute penalty try saw the Tars give up crucial bonus points, which may jeopardise their finals hopes.
You got to win away from home if you're going to go deep in the comp, and we haven't done that so far. And we're into the bye next week, and then we're back in the back end of the season, so we've got to pick up some wins there.
New South Wales are winless on the road this year. The Giants have produced their lowest scoring first half since the club's inaugural season in 2012. Scoreless in the opening term, they headed to the main break, trailing the Crows 23-10. GWS are behind by 17 midway through the final quarter. After the break, thousands turn out to watch teenage track star Gout Gout at the Stawell Gift, and Cameron Green returns to cricket with an almighty bang.
Total Tools has Lismore's biggest range of the world's best tool brands. Come check out our huge new range of tools and get expert advice from our local Lismore staff. Total Tools. Totally sorted.
Planning even just a few dinners a week with HelloFresh can help in a lot of little ways. Less stress, more variety, no one getting prickly about dinner. No offence.
Beautiful.
HelloFresh, hello dinner.
Let's try and keep the line together. Okay, let's go.
I found it. Repeat. I found it. It's easy to find quality at Aldi because that's all we stock. Aldi, good different.
$330 for the night.
Not bad. $250 for the night. How? It's easy when you know where to look.
Trivago compares hotel prices from more than 100 booking sites so you can save up to 30%. Hotel Trivago.
Whether it's car, boat, caravan or home insurance, with NRMA Insurance, the more eligible policies you have, the more you could save. Because that's what a help company would do. NRMA Insurance, a help company.
At Spotlight, save a massive 20 to 50% off store-wide, including Manchester home decor, fabric, sewing, craft yarn, party curtains and blinds. Yes, that's 20 to 50% off store-wide. So create it, decorate it and celebrate it for less. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it.
You know what? I've got something I want to tell you. You're gonna be a grandma.
Sometimes the moments that never happen matter the most. Meet the new Volvo EX90, designed to be the safest Volvo car ever made. Volvo.
I'm off, fellas. You're not going to drive, are you? Yeah, no, I'll get a ride, hon. Let's all say nah to drink driving.
I like to say that Pennell sheep are happy sheep. They're just very content under the Pennells. And in the middle of summer, it's not drying out. There's still green feed, it's still productive. In drought years, where it's dry, you're still going to get the benefit. Showing like a 20% increase in the wool cut of the sheep from under the Pennells compared to the control flock outside the Pennells.
Authorised by RE Alliance Ballarat.
Dectomax V is a brand new cattle drench containing 2 actives, average efficacy of 99.8%. Ideal for weaners and growing cattle. twice as tough on worms. New Dectomax V, premium performance for leading cattle producers.
This report brought to you by Cox Mowers. Cox, proudly engineered Aussie tough for over 70 years.
Australian all-rounder Cameron Green has returned to cricket with an almighty bang, scoring a century on debut for Gloucestershire before retiring hurt with cramp.
It's been 8 long months on the sidelines, so to get back out here, very special, and it's always a good way to start your tenure.
A strong campaign in the UK could see Green in the selection frame for the World Test Championship final in June. Green's Australian teammate Josh Hazlewood did all he could to lift Royal Challengers to victory in the IPL, taking 3 for 24. The Bendemeer Bullets wickets not enough as Punjab Kings cruised to a 5-wicket victory with more than 7 overs to spare. It's one of the country's great Easter traditions, and this year's stall gift has been drawn its biggest Saturday crowd in decades. The chance to see teen sensation Gout Gout drawing thousands to regional Victoria, and it was well worth the price of admission.
Gout Gout, the name on everyone's lips, and the young man brought serious heat to the stall gift. And now, Gout Gout's starting to wind up. Here he comes! Gout Gout goes past the ball, and the man in red, he'll win!
I mean, I guess it was a mental game because, I love chasing down people, so this is the type of race I love.
In his first run at Central Park, the 17-year-old sprint prodigy delivered. Cool, calm, and clearly in control, cruising into Easter Monday's semi-finals.
He had a weird handicap, but he still got through it. I've been watching him all the time on the TV. I'm so excited to see him in the fight.
Gout's growing fan base stole the show, turning the hill into a sea of support. All convinced the teenager is the one to beat. Also impressing in his stall gift debut, Lachlan Kennedy. The 21-year-old posted one of the fastest times of the day and will be one to watch come Monday. Here comes Lachlan Kennedy, the back marker, and Kennedy's far too good. Lachlan Kennedy.
It's nuts. I mean, seeing it on TV is one thing, but actually being here and hearing it is like a whole different ballgame. Like, the atmosphere is incredible.
Off the track, it was just as lively. Thousands helped make it the biggest Easter Saturday turnout in recent memory.
This is the best Saturday crowd we've ever had that I can remember, and I've been around here for 50 or 60 years.
But no one had a bigger presence than Gout Gout. His journey to gift glory is just beginning.
This is the type of race I love, and this is the type of way I appreciate, and everyone went really well, and I just can't wait to see what I can do in the semis.
From the moment Gout Gout stepped down on track here at the stall gift, this place erupted. It's the biggest crowd the event has seen on Easter Saturday in decades, and if today's anything to go by, Easter Monday could be standing room only. Easter Saturday has set the stage, and the gift's next great chapter might already be unfolding.
Oscar Piastri is right where he wants to be after the opening practice sessions at the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, banking 2 top 5 finishes. In hot and humid conditions, the Aussie's biggest problem was a leaky drink helmet. Red Bull's Yuki Tsunoda ending second practice early after crashing into barriers, avoiding any injury. Minjee Lee has posted a flawless second round to surge up the leaderboard at the LA Championship, sitting in third after 2 rounds. The Australian is hunting her first LPGA win since 2023. Carlos Alcaraz continues to be a thorn in Alex de Minaur's side, sending the Aussie packing in straight sets at the Barcelona Open. The world number 2 winning through to the semi-finals 7-5, 6-3, keeping his perfect record of the Demon intact. It's not long now until the Group 2 Rugby League season kicks off. Clubs have just one more week of training to iron out any issues, with some blockbuster matchups scheduled for round 1.
A heavy recruitment drive in the Group 2 off-season has set the stage for a blockbuster 2025. Last year's top 3, Nambucca, Sawtell and Woolgoolga, confident of another successful run at the Premiership. While Maxwell, Grafton, South Grafton and Coffs are all eyeing off a substantial charge up the ladder.
Most clubs are really good. They've got good senior numbers, and a couple of the clubs are just a little bit short on under 18s at this stage, but they're hoping that they'll come through over the next 2 weeks.
There's at least a dozen players coming in from out of the region, giving the tournament a boost.
It's good to bring some new players into the competition, and you need to, it helps the clubs, and they bring 1 and then they normally bring 2.
The women's tackle numbers have exceeded expectations. Coffs Harbour currently the only club unable to field a side.
Yeah, some of the clubs are phenomenal, the numbers they've got in the women's, nearly matching the men. So, yeah, it's got to be a big season for them.
There will be a strong focus on respect from both players and spectators.
Shake hands like the old days and meet in the middle and everything, and that's what it's all about. And we just ask the players and the supporters, it's a game, go out and enjoy it, watch it and have fun.
There's 14 rounds plus finals with 2 weekends set aside for catch-up games. The big one will be on September 7 at the stadium.
First round, some big clashes, so we'll soon see what's happening early in the piece. So, we're looking forward to it.
Britt Ramsey, NBN News. Dozens of the state's best greyhound trainers have flocked to the Manning this weekend for the Taree Easter Carnival. Today was all about giving the lower-ranking dogs a chance to win. A fast start to a Saturday morning.
Everything sort of just worked out good. She just found a right race, right box, and everything went to plan.
Racing underway for the Saturday Taree Easter Carnival Comp, which brings dozens of trainers from across the state to the track.
Today's the middle of our Taree Carnival. It's for our lower graded dogs today. It's called a 5th grade Taree GBOTA event.
Giving the underdogs a chance at glory.
Mainly for the dogs that sort of have a little bit less form, haven't won a lot of races. So during our carnival we usually put one event on for those guys as well.
One of those is Imagine the Fun, trained by Leanne Walker. The pup nudged out runaway Simba in race 2's 300-metre sprint.
It all sort of went to plan, jumped to the front and led like I thought she probably should have. So everything worked out all right.
Dogs selected from today's meet will race at next Wednesday's finals.
The cars are probably 90% of the program today is local dogs, so it's good that the local support it as well.
The winner will take home a $2,000 cash prize. Kendra Jewell, NBN News. Hundreds of spectators enjoyed powerboats reaching top speeds on day 2 of Taree's Easter Spectacular. Around 50 drivers from across the state have been out on the water, vying for a spot in tomorrow's finals. A highlight on the program will be the Liberty Cup, a race in honour of Brian McCosker, who lost his life while racing in 2010. For those looking to improve their basketball skills, a number of development camps will be held in Byron Bay next week. The Hoop Lad Gold Coast events are tailored to all ages and skill levels, with spots open from April 22 to 24. And certainly looks like a good time, Lauren.
It really does. Thank you, Montana. Stay with us. We will have all of your local weather details for the rest of the Easter long weekend after the break.
As Health Minister, Peter Dutton opposed free Medicare. He said, "There's no sense me pretending to Australians that when you walk through the door of your GP that everything can be for free." Then Dutton cut $50 billion from hospitals, tried to end bulk billing. And Australian doctors named Dutton worst health minister in 40 years. Dutton wants Australia to be like America, where it's about your credit card, not your Medicare card. Dutton's plans will make healthcare cost you more. He cuts, you pay. Authorised by P. Ericsson ALP Camera.
With Light Easy, I've lost 24 kilos, and I've stuck at my goal weight the last year and a bit now. It doesn't feel like a diet, and with the high-protein fruit smoothies, it's a whole next level of convenience.
Eat healthier, live happier with Light and Easy's new Jumpstart Go.
He was born in Cootamundra in 1899, the youngest of 3 boys. He lied about his age to enlist in 1915, and then he was hit in the leg at Lone Pine. A small price to pay for rescuing a mate. That's the story of my great-uncle Jack.
Every family has a wartime story. Discover yours with free access to global wartime records on Ancestry until Saturday.
This is BritBox. Yes, even more streaming telly.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
But it's British.
Sorry?
Brand new shows, classic favourites, and exclusive new seasons of Silent Witness, Call the Midwife, and Death in Paradise. Direct from the BBC, only on BritBox. I'm sorry? No contract, no ads, no bother.
I don't need to apologise to you, do I?
I'm sorry, and you are? BritBox. Watch with a free trial now.
Take charge of autumn with Steel. Get 10% off selected Pro battery tools. Save up to $100. And purchase 2 Pro batteries, get a third free. That's $5.99 Pro value. Only from Steel dealers and Steel Shop online today.
St Mary's Catholic Church Casino invites you to experience the joy of Easter. Jesus said, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die." Join us for our Holy Week services and celebrations. Everyone is welcome.
Get cozy with the Lazy Boy Autumn Sale. Get world-class recliners like the Drew from just $9.99. Save 20% off all sofas and modulars, plus 15% off recliners. And get up to 60% off clearance Nordic Power models. Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy.
A help company would get people back on their feet, make complicated stuff simple, and even try to predict the unpredictable. So that's what we're doing. NRMA Insurance, a help company.
The money for Peter Dutton's $600 billion nuclear plan has to come from somewhere. So, 20 years to build to make up under 4% of the grid, and the CSIRO says it will drive up power bills. And he'll have to drive up the cost of everything else to pay for it. So under Dutton, your health costs go up, under Dutton your tax goes up, under Dutton your headstep, childcare, medicines, TAFE fees go up. He cuts, you pay.
Authorised P. Erickson, ALP Canberra.
Are you worried about someone in your family using alcohol or other drugs? Family Drug Support is here for you while you're supporting them. We know it can feel impossible at times, but there is a way through. For over 20 years, Family Drug Support has been supporting family and friends across Australia, and we are always available on our national support line.
Easter Saturday delivered the goods weather-wise. A few more clouds overhead than yesterday, but still plenty of warmth and sunshine to soak up. And I have some more good news for your Easter Sunday as well. On the satellite, we can see ex-tropical cyclone Errol bringing lots of heavy rain over the Kimberley after crossing the coast there, while in the southeast, a powerful low is heading our way. Wave heights dropped significantly along parts of the coast today as that low in the Tasman moved further away from the continent. We should at least get one more day of mostly fine conditions across northern New South Wales and Queensland before we see storms and showers start to flare up and a fairly significant drop in daytime temperatures. It was mostly fine across our region locally today, reaching in the mid to high 20s. For tomorrow, it's set to be a relatively cool start to Easter Sunday before reaching tops of 27 degrees in Yamba, 28 in Ballina and 26 degrees in Byron Bay. Taking a look at coastal conditions, we have 1 metre seas with a 2 metre swell and only a light nor'easterly influence. Sun to rise at 6:07, setting at 5:24 with a morning low tide just before 8 a.m. and an afternoon high at around 1:15. Mostly sunny skies in the Tweed tomorrow, a top of 28 degrees. Showers arriving there potentially on Monday through to around Friday, with heaviest falls expected around Thursday. 28 also the top in Ballina tomorrow, mostly fine conditions seeing us through to the end of the Easter long weekend before a drop in temperatures and moderate to heavy falls around Wednesday or Thursday. Slightly lighter showers in Lismore for the next 7 days, heaviest on Thursday, clearing quickly on Friday before a drop in daytime temperatures this time next weekend. And it's looking like a mostly fine end as well to the Easter long weekend in Grafton before a drop in temperatures and a few light showers, potentially a little bit of storm activity midweek as well. It might have been a sports day for children, but 3-time Olympic gold medalist Shelley-Ann Fraser-Price was unforgiving in the parents' 100-metre race at her son's school. The Jamaican sprinter posting the moment on social media with the caption, "They haven't banned me yet, so I'm at the line." And finally tonight, a new sighting believed to be Valerie the sausage dog, who's been missing on South Australia's Kangaroo Island for more than 500 days. She strayed from her owners on holidays, sparking a mission to try and lure her to safety. 2 recent videos have now been shared of a similar-looking pooch exploring a trap set to bring Valerie home. And that is NBN News for this Saturday. A current affair is up next. Enjoy your evening. From all the team, happy Easter and good night.